Welcome back to Downers Grove North High School. The second half return, the opening kick past the 50. He is off and running, and it's going back for a touchdown for Downers Grove North. There are no flags on the play. Opening kick of the second half, and the Trojans, he just went right up the middle too. I mean, he almost ran right through the large block end here at Downers Grove North High School.
And that's something the Trojans have done great all game. Their blocking has been exceptional. And just thinking about having a possibility of Normal Community being down by 40 plus, causing this running clock that is a possibility today is really odd to think about, as Community has had 7 running clock games this season, obviously with them leading all of those games.
Yeah, they were able to get a running clock against Sacred Heart Griffin. They had control of that contest throughout the game, and it's been all Downers Grove North here so far this afternoon, as we do have a couple of state championship matchups that we'll try to pass along to you here, and as the second half goes along. Some matchups still. Full of matchups ready to go. Zach, you got a couple things for our listeners here, some state championship matchups that are actually coming to town next week. It'll be the first time since 1998 that Illinois State will host the IHSA State Football Finals, and that will be coming to Hancock Stadium. So, Zach, I think we have a couple matchups for the listeners coming up on Friday and Saturday.
Yes, we do. And 6A, Saturday, November 25 at 1 p.m., number 3, Cary Grove will be playing number 4, East St. Louis, which is a rematch of the 2021 championship. Cary Grove just beat Lake Zurich 28-10, and East St. Louis had their closest match of the season, winning 34-18 over Washington. Then looking at 8A, Loyola Academy took down York just 23-14, which is a very close game for Loyola. And Lincoln Way East defeated Barrington 49-6, as that is a rematch of last year's 8A championship.
Yeah, they've been 1-2 in Class 8A all year, and they're going to settle that one on the field at Hancock Stadium. That'll be a 7 o'clock kick on Saturday, a week from today. So it'll be a touchback for Normal Community, so the Ironmen will have the football. Mentioned that Cary Grove East St. Louis game. That'll be a rematch of the 2021 Class 6A State Championship. The Flyers have really dominated 6A. The only team that's been able to beat them in the last 4 6A playoffs was Cary Grove in that state championship.
Yeah.
As East St. Louis knocked off Prairie Ridge a year ago rather easily, so it should be an interesting matchup.
And then also looking at 8A, a crazy stat. Frankfort Lincoln Way East, that's now in the state championship for 8A, has outscored opponents 100 playoffs.
Yeah, they put 49 on the board, but they will get their toughest matchup, as Kyle Beatty's going to be sacked in the backfield that time. That'll be a loss of about 2 yards that time for Kyle on first down. Kyle had a good first half running the football, had 34 yards on 5 carries. Couldn't do a lot with it in the air, just 3 out of 10 for 14 yards and an interception.
Yeah, and that's the first time I think that Kyle Beatty's gotten sacked. As one time when it looked like he was going down, he ended up throwing that 2 or 3 yard pass that ended up getting put back for a pick 6.
We'll try to get some names and numbers here for you. We're going to stare straight into the sun here for a little while, and a pass that time by Beatty goes a little wide. So now 3 for 11 on the afternoon. They put a lot of pressure on him here so far in this contest, and we really haven't seen anybody spend as much time in the offensive backfield as Downers Grove North has spent in the Normal Community backfield so far this year.
Yeah, and the pressure hasn't allowed Kyle Beatty to get to his number 1 target, Marquand Gary, as he's only targeted him 2 or 3 times, which is unusual for the star wide receiver that's had 18 touchdowns on the season. So I think this pressure that the Trojans are applying is starting to get in the way of the Ironmen.
Now, we haven't even seen Marquand on the field here in the last couple of series. That one almost picked off that time. And Noah Paddle has a touchdown on offense, a touchdown on special teams, and he was looking at a touchdown on defense right there. He's playing right in the middle of the field, that linebacker position, and if he could have brought that one in, Zach, I'm not sure there's been anyone between him and the goal line, and when you're the starting tailback, you're probably going to find the end zone.
Yeah, and yet another 3 thing, and they're going to be punting away once again.
Yeah, it certainly hasn't been the afternoon the Ironmen wanted here, and with 11:05 to go in the third quarter, Downers Grove North is threatening now as Beatty got stuck in the backfield with the ball, but did get it off. Nice job by Kyle there. Thulin now will have the football at the 40, trying to break a tackle and can't really get upfield. He's going to be tackled right around the 38. But of all the things that Kyle has done, the plays he's made, that was one of the more impressive plays of the afternoon right there. Dodged a couple tacklers and was able to get that punt off.
That was pretty insane. I almost thought that Kyle Beatty was going to be going for that 4th down running there as he juked out 2 defenders, ended up putting Downers Grove at, I think, the 44-yard line.
The 44-yard line, is that where that one bounced to? And we'll see where they mark it here. Well, they'd have to rely on the 39, yep, so 39-yard line is where Normal Community will start this particular, Downers Grove North will start this drive. It's their first offensive drive of the second half. They already have a touchdown on the board here in half number 2. That was a 90-yard kickoff return brought back by Noah Battle. Battle now into the Normal Community secondary, is able to cut up the field and pick up about 7 yards. Battle had 71 yards in the first half, now starting to creep closer to that century mark at 78 now in the afternoon. Downers Grove North has kind of been a mix of good field position, passing the football, effective running game. They've really played really nice consistency in the football, good complementary football today, and that's the reason why they're up by 5 scores.
That was actually a different running back in there.
Thank you, Zach.
New faces in for Downers Grove as they have this 5-touchdown lead, and a penalty flag just got thrown out.
And now we've got it's going to be false sides. Yeah, false start against Downers Grove, so that'll cost them 5. Jake Gregorio actually is in there at the tailback spot, I do believe, for Downers Grove South. Gregorio had 1 carry for 2 yards in the first half. And we'll try to see if we pick up any more numbers here for Downers Grove as this half goes along.
Yeah, and seeing that penalty flag is something that's been pretty rare today. We haven't seen too many.
Now Gregorio cuts it back inside. He's going to pick up a first down, it looked like. Maybe a little bit short, actually, maybe about a yard short. Nice job that time by Jake Gregorio on the cutback. We'll give him a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 3rd down, about a yard and a half coming up for the Trojans.
Yeah, the Ironmen are looking for their first stop in quite a while as they had that first touchdown. Then they had 2 straight stops, but after they threw that pick 6, it has been all Downers Grove, leading to this 35-0 lead and 3 straight.
They'll play the winner of Mount Carmel and Batavia. That'll be the 7A state championship game. That's a 4 o'clock kick at Hancock next week. Obviously, the Ironmen would have to have a tremendous rally here in the second half, be able to keep this game even close right now, down 35-0.
Yeah, they definitely will. And then looking back at that 6A state championship as well, that'll be at 1 on Saturday at Hancock Stadium.
A couple matchups there on Saturday are set now. Ball thrown out to a player coming out of the backfield for Batavia. That was number 8 right there. That's Joseph Edwards. Edwards has his first catch of the game and a nice pickup and a first down. We'll see where they mark this one here. Pick up about 15 yards right there. And another nice pass that picked up about 2 yards there on first down, as Normal Community was able to keep him from getting a whole lot of yards there on the first down carry. So bring up a 2nd and 8 here now for Downers Grove. They are moving straight into the sun right now, as a little hard to see here at Karstens Field. The sun maybe will be setting down below the trees here at Downers Grove North here, maybe in about 10 minutes, and Zach and I are looking forward to that when that process happens.
Yes, we are. And I've talked to a lot of people about the Batavia Mount Carmel game, and I've gotten a lot of mixed responses. It's a lot of really close teams. They're both 11-1, the number 6 and number 7 ranked team in 7A. So that should be a great matchup at Mount Carmel tonight at 4.
Yeah, the funny thing is that both of those teams, their losses are to the 2 teams who are in the state championship in 8A. Lansu now rolling out, pump fakes, looking downfield, has a man, it's a touchdown. Touchdown, Downers Grove North. What a throw that time. Owen Lansu, 32 yards on the touchdown. And Downers Grove North goes up 41-0. Oh, there's a penalty flag on the play though, Zach. So this one I think is coming back here, as they're talking about in the backfield. We got a legal man downfield that time against Downers Grove North. So take that one off the board and march back 5 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd down at about 13. But touchdown or no touchdown, that's an impressive throw that time by the sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, he faked a throw, then he kept running laterally and ended up getting that off. Just pure arm strength. The sophomore quarterback is just impressing me more and more as we go throughout this game, and he's just a sophomore. I can't wait to see what he's going to be able to do throughout the rest of his high school career.
Yeah, he has really been outstanding. You do have Cale Brazina as well, who's heading to Iowa State, a three-star recruit right in the middle of their defense. We've been impressed with Noah Battle, his ability to be able to run the football, but really it comes down for Downers Grove North. Their offensive and defensive lines have been really good here so far in this contest. Lansu has had a lot of time to be able to throw the football, and they've been able to find some running lanes as well against the Ironman defense today.
Yeah, let's see what they can get here.
Second down and 14. Again, Lansu rolls out. A little bit shorter pass this time underneath. And I think Cruz caught that one right there as the Ironmen try to strip him away, try to strip that football away. It's going to be a first down, and now we're going to get a penalty. And this one, see who this is against here. And I think this one's going to be against Normal Community. Flag is sitting right around, I do believe, the 20-yard line. Let's see who the penalty is on. It is a completion, though, and a first down for Downers Grove.
Yeah, a little surprised to see Cruz still out there, as now they have this 35-0 lead, getting closer and closer to a running clock.
As it is going to be a penalty against Normal Community, and we'll see exactly where they mark it. And again, as they move towards the end zone here on the south end, gets a little more difficult for us to be able to see exactly where that ball is marked. They are not inside the 10-yard line as of yet. A gain of about 15 yards on the pitch and catch right there. And Owen Lansu now 194 yards in the air this afternoon. And let's see what the scoreboard says, as they have not updated
11
on the 11-yard line.
Yeah, so it's not quite first and goal for Downers Grove yet. That hasn't mattered much today.
Noah Battle now slams his way into the line there, right there, and might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot, might have gotten to the 10. We'll give Battle a gain of a yard, and as they get a chance now to maybe get this running clock, Noah Battle now back in the lineup. He actually did not gain anything right there, Zach. He got shut down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was nice to see from the defensive line for the Ironmen. Seems like they have not given up on this game yet, which is nice to see. Just, it's been a great team this year, and it's big kudos to their defensive line that had given up only 70 points in that regular season.
Yeah, certainly did an outstanding job all year. Running into a bit of a buzzsaw today. Lansu now rolling out, trying to find somebody, can't find anybody. That ball is almost intercepted that time by Normal Community, as Anton Cassell had a couple of hands on that one, couldn't quite haul it in, and it's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, and seeing Anton Cassell reminded me of how the Ironmen got here week 11 versus Bradley Bourbonnais, up by 1 in overtime. They're going for 2, and his coverage on Ethan, I can't remember the name, but his coverage on that play allowed Bradley to not be able to get that 2-point conversion and let Community go into the quarterfinals, which they advanced to get to this place right here.
And it certainly was the play of the year for Normal Community, and get out of that second round. That has been the bugaboo for the Ironmen. Able to advance into the quarterfinal round and beating Glenbard East last week, but really running into it on the road here this afternoon. Handoff now. This is Thulin around the side. He's got nowhere to go as the Ironman defense able to step up right there. And it's going to bring up fourth down now here for Downers Grove North. And having the carry right there was Owen Thulin. That's the first time he has had a carry for the Trojans.
Yeah, and if you're Downers Grove, are you going to go for a field goal here, or do you want to go for the touchdown to try to get this running clock? I'm going to be interested to see what they're going to decide to do here.
Yeah, clock ticks down now to 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Downers Grove North in control here, and even if you don't make it and pick up a first down or a touchdown, it's still the Ironmen have pretty difficult field position well in their own end. Lansu now has 4 receivers, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side here now on a third down and 10. Lansu back to pass. Looks like they were trying to set up a screen. He's going to look for the end zone. He's got a man, and that is a touchdown for Downers Grove North. 11-yard touchdown right there.
Owen Lansu showed off his legs there. Instead of getting sacked, as like 3 or 4 Ironmen looked like they had his number. He just used his legs to run away and threw it on the run. Just a well-placed ball as Downers Grove goes up 41-0.
Yeah, there was a lot of Ironmen that were in that backfield trying to chase him down. And Downers Grove actually has the second time they were able to put the ball in the end zone on that drive. The first time got called back on a legal man downfield. So we'll be running clock now the rest of the way here. So the only time the clock stops is on a touchdown, as the extra point is good. Touchdown, injury, and a timeout are the only ways that the clock will stop. And it is 42-0 Downers Grove. Zach, did you catch the number on who caught that pass there for Downers Grove?
I did not catch the number. The sun kind of blinded me a little bit.
And that was a tough one for us. It was in the corner.
They came off the bench, so I think he was just able to show off his versatility, that he's able to run, he's able to create options for himself.
Now Downers Grove North will kick it away, end zone. That one found the end zone right there. All right, I'll get some other guys in the game here. Happened to Marquand Gary, but we have not seen him in that second quarter. And so, and for Kyle, just those three.
Number one target, I would say today, has been Ivo Austin, but he just hasn't been able to connect with him. I think he's targeted him 4 or 5 times, just hasn't been able to get a completion.
Now, Cole Morstatter actually has the longest pass completion catch for Normal Community today. Beatty got hit as he threw it. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Downers Grove North and returned inside the 30. And the second interception, as Kyle that time, he got hit as he threw it. Well underthrown, but obviously the defensive pressure that time getting to the junior quarterback again.
Well, not only for the Ironmen, I was kind of hoping they would get out of this area so the sun could stop blinding us, but here we are back at I think about the 20-yard line, but then again, can't really tell.
Yeah, the ball has really been at number 2. 42-0 Downers Grove North has the lead here.
The 25-yard line.
25-yard line at 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. And do have a new quarterback in there for Downers Grove North. See if we can get a number and a name on that one.
And he looks to drop back, and he's giving it off to the running back. Looks like a gain of about nothing as Dexter Niekamp had the tackle there.
Niekamp on the tackle for Normal Community.
Normal Community looks to have a decent, basically all their starters still out there on defense, which is an interesting move. Down 42-0 with 2 to go in this third quarter.
Yep, still trying to do that on the defensive end. I do believe we have a timeout here with 2:06 to go in the third quarter. And Downers Grove North with the football, leading 42-0.
Yeah, and then we can take this time to go through some of the playoffs as well. Right now, we'll start at 5A, pickoff there. We got number 15, LaGrange Park Nazareth Academy is up 24-14 against number 8, St. Francis. Some fast facts about LaGrange is they faced a difficult schedule beginning the season 0-4, finished the regular season 4-5, yet here they are in the 5A semifinals despite having a losing record through the regular season, which is just very impressive to me.
Yeah, they are the defending state champions in Class 5A. Some 4 and 5 teams did get in this year. That's pretty rare. Handoff now off to the right side for Downers Grove. And not much yardage there on first down, or on second down, excuse me.
Looking at the other 5A game, it's not over yet, but it's looking pretty close to that way as number 12, Joliet Catholic Academy is up 28-6 to number 15, New Lenox Providence Catholic at halftime. So we still, from 5A, do not have end results there, but we will keep you updated with the updates that we get.
Vince Navarro had to carry that time for Downers Grove South. And the Trojans now, as Owen Lansu still in that backfield right now for the Trojans. 50 seconds now to go here in the third quarter. Back to pass, incomplete that time.
I think is that going to bring up a fourth down? Looks like that should be a fourth down for Downers Grove, and I would not be surprised if they go for it here, just with a 42-0 lead, and it's about to enter into the fourth quarter here.
Yeah, 42-0 our score. And the clock winding down now to about 20 seconds to go here in this third quarter, and that might be the last play of the third. So the bad news for Normal Community is they gave up a couple more touchdowns here. Clock down to 10 seconds. It looks like Downers Grove might have to run another play here. Going to take a look at the back judge. Yep, and they're going to need to run another play here. Handoff inside, and it's the number 4 there for Downers Grove. Get a name for that young man right there. That was Jake Wander, the 5'7" senior that got the carry right there. And that will do it for the third quarter. 3 quarters done here from Downers Grove North High School this afternoon. Our score, Downers Grove North 42 and Normal Community nothing. Well, thanks for joining us here. Experience at Heller Ford in El Paso or Heller Ford Motors in Pontiac for your vehicle, or shop them online at hellerstores.com. IAA Credit Union, created in 1951 to serve the Illinois Farm Bureau of companies, employees, and customers. Our mission is to build personal relationships that promote smart financial decisions and provide convenient access to money. Visit them www.iaacu.org to become a member today. Starcrest Laundry Bins have been keeping the Ironmen clean all year long, as they've been the ones who have been taking care of the uniforms after games. And also Normal Community Football, brought to you by Fox Pest Control. Thanks for all of our sponsors here on the Inkspot in 2023. This will be our last broadcast. Running the show for us every game so far this season. Zach and I will be back with you on Monday for basketball. Zach, basketball will be Monday. Normal Community is going to have an outstanding basketball team. And you know what the funny thing is? So is Downers Grove North. Downers Grove North made state last year in basketball. They were 32-5. They've got a lot of players coming back. So they are returning quite a few players themselves. So we could have a little rivalry going here.
Yeah.
And they will, Normal Community will play Downers Grove North in the regular season in basketball as well. So something to look forward to there. But certainly has been all Downers Grove North on the football field here this Normal Community. And that will be Lucas Drengwitz. So Lucas Drengwitz will be the quarterback for the Ironmen.
I think we have Craig,
a senior. He'll be joining us on the Inkspot broadcast. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And you and I will be covering the boys' action. I do believe Ben Kerber will be joining us as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Again, that'll be at the Shirk Center. We're going to have the Monday game against Bloomington coming up this Monday, and then we will also have then a week from Monday the Normal West game on the Inkspot. So it'll be audio and video for those games, so make sure you join us for that. Clock running, 11:20 to go here in the contest. Lucas Drengwitz trying to turn the corner. And
BJ Dumas, who was not able to be here today as he had a bowling scholarship, but BJ was with us all season for covering football, and he will be covering girls basketball at Community this year.
Yeah, we certainly miss having BJ here with us. Did an outstanding job all year as first year, inaugural year, covering football here on the Inkspot, and looking forward to more coverage in coming years as well. Drengwitz now back to pass, clock down to 10:40. Lucas is going to take off, has a couple of players downfield, but will not throw the football. Actually lost it out of bounds that time, went out of bounds. And we'll try to, about the 25-yard line or so that Lucas went out right there. We'll maybe call it inside the 25.
Yeah, with the amount of blowout wins the Community had, as I mentioned, 7 games with running clocks earlier this year, Lucas Drengwitz did get some time, and he's had 3 overall touchdowns, 2 of those rushing touchdowns. So we know that he likes to use his feet, as he actually led Community in rushing yards. I can't remember which game it was, but I remember that. I think it might have been Peoria Notre Dame.
That might be right, Zach. He did see quite a bit of time against Peoria Notre Dame, and if I remember correctly, that was a tough weather game as well.
It's starting to pick up, but looking at
the closest game that Lincoln Way East has had all year, and same thing for Loyola. York did push Loyola a little bit today, losing 23-14, but Loyola has been. He's going to finish up the season at 12-1. The Iron hadn't seen the semifinals since 2007. They dropped that contest back in 2007 to Joliet Catholic. The last time the Ironmen won a semifinal contest was in 2006, championship team for Normal Community.
And although it looks like they will be taking this loss today, still very high hopes for Community next year as they return a lot of juniors. They will be returning a lot of juniors, especially on the offense, like Kyle Beatty, Marquand, Kalen Taylor, guys of those nature. And we've got some whistle, looked like maybe some controversy
A little pushing and shoving there after the play, and I think right now for Normal Community a little bit of frustration has set in for the Ironmen. High hopes here this afternoon certainly did not happen for them. And Zach, it kind of started early. Downers Grove North hit them with a 57-yard touchdown pass in that first quarter. Right away you're behind. Then the pick six. It's a really kind of a game-changing play there. Now you're down 14-0, and after that, things kind of snowballed on the Ironmen here this afternoon.
Yeah, it did look like, so obviously Downers Grove did have that first touchdown, but then Community had back-to-back stops, and it was really that pick six that kind of turned things around for Downers Grove, or really kept pushing them to this now 42-0 lead. I think just the level-headedness of the Trojans has been able to lead to this commanding victory.
Yeah, they are an extremely well-coached football team who's going to look for their first state championship since 2004, and Lucas Drengwitz that time with the football right there for Normal Community. And nowhere to go. I do believe that was Matthew Owens that had Griffin 54-14. What a great way to start the year, all the way back at August 25th. Zach, it was a little warmer in that game. Do you remember that one?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Bovenkirk, I think, was trying to get the air conditioning going that evening, and it was a warm one for the opener right there. What a great game for the Ironmen. Beat Champaign Central in week 2, 57-6. And then the signature victory, 43-0 over Normal Community West in week number 3. The Ironmen were up 43-0 at half. Handoff up the middle again for Normal Community. Not much yardage there. Knocked off Peoria 63-42. Bloomington 34-0. Danville 42-10. Beat Urbana 66-0. Peoria Notre Dame 50-0. And Manual 42-0 to end the regular season. What a run it's been in the playoffs. Summit Argo went down 43-0 in round 1. The game of the year against Bradley Bourbonnais, 31-30 in overtime. Rallying from 2 touchdowns down in the second half to knock off Glenbard East, 45-28 last week, and certainly have ran into a buzzsaw here this afternoon, down 42-0 against Downers Grove North.
Yeah, we just looked through Community, now looking through Downers Grove North schedule. They took down St. Francis week 1, 27-22. Then Downers Grove South, 35-13. Glenbard West, 31-0. Proviso West, 49-6. Oak Park River Forest, 38-6. Then after that 5-0 start, they did fall to York, 32-21. And then they went to the Lions, lost 17-7. As we talked about earlier, both really talented 8A teams. Then from there on out, they haven't lost, taking down Hinsdale South 32-0. Hinsdale Central 35-12. Kenwood 42-13 in the first round of playoffs. Took down number 4 ranked Hersey 24-21 in the playoffs. Last round, taking down Lincoln Way West 34-6. And now they are up 42-0 on Community with 3 minutes to go. And they're going to be getting the ball back at about the 50-yard line.
Griffin Zufall had a catch for Normal Community, short of the first down, so the Ironmen had to punt the football away. 3 minutes to go, and running clock here, so literally we have 3 minutes to go here in the contest here this afternoon, which is quickly moving into the evening hours now. Nice to see Griffin pick up a catch right there. And Downers Grove North now will have the football. Downers Grove North will play the winner of Batavia and Chicago Mount Carmel, a 7A state championship, 4 o'clock. And the state finals coming back to Hancock Stadium. Will be really nice to see the Bloomington Normal area. A lot of people from the Chicagoland area will be coming down to Bloomington Normal over the weekend after Thanksgiving. 8 contests, 1A through 8A, will be decided at ISU for the first time since 1998. They left in 1998, went to Champaign-Urbana to be played at Memorial Stadium in 99. Have some shuffling there, going to Northern Illinois for a few years as well, and now back at Hancock Stadium again. The finals had been at ISU from 1974 all the way to 1998, so a long time. It was played at Hancock Stadium and now coming back around. Handoff up the middle for Downers Grove North. Really doesn't go anywhere on first down. Clock ticks down under 2 minutes to go now in the contest.
And kudos to head coach of the Trojans, Joe Harini, who is in his 6th season, 3rd playoff appearance. In 2019-20, he led his team to the second round. 2022-23, led his team to the second round, and now will be leading his team to a state championship and the Trojans have boasted a 34-23 record under the helm of Harini.
Yeah, the third time the Trojans will find themselves in the title game, 1990, 2004, now 2023 for Downers Grove North. So congratulations to Downers Grove North High School. Another handoff off the right side. The Trojans will be tackled right around the 40-yard line. And right now the clock has just enough glare that I can't pick up the numbers there.
A minute 10 left.
Minute 10 left to go, and 42-0 in favor of Downers Grove North. Now we started off in the warm summer weather of week number 1. That game against Sacred Heart Griffin wound our way through the season. It's been a wonderful ride with the Ironmen this year. The football team has just done a terrific job. Congratulations to Coach Jason Drengwitz and his staff on having just a terrific football season. Going to end in a tough way, but certainly doesn't spoil all the great things that have happened for Normal Community football here in 2023. Another handoff off the left side for Downers Grove. Pick up about 3 positive yards right there. And Zach, I'm going to be totally reliant upon you to run down the clock here. I can't see a thing that right there on that scoreboard here at Carson's Field.
Well, my vision of it started to go down, but both the teams are coming off the field. It looks like we're down to about 15 seconds to go. Normal Community and Downers Grove are meeting up at the middle of the field, shaking each other's hands, and we got both crowds up on their feet clapping for both sides.
Now they are getting ready to shake hands, but it was all Downers Grove this afternoon. The Trojans win it by a score of 42-0. They advance on to the Class 7A state championship game. Well, Zach, give us your final thoughts, first of all, on the game and maybe a couple final thoughts on the season.
Well, just really a great season from the Ironmen as they went 12-0. We're Big 12 champions. They hadn't made it to the semifinals since turnout that we wanted from the Ironmen as they fell 42-0. But just really a great season all across the board on offense and defense. And not the way you want to go out, but I think Coach Drengwitz is really proud of this team, as he expressed in our interview earlier this week.
Certainly, and I'd like to thank all of our sponsors real quick for Ironman football this year. Clemens & Associates, ISU Auto House, Paul Davis Restoration, ISU Credit Union, Country Financial, Matt Potts Agency, Heartland Bank, Heller Ford in El Paso, and Pontiac IAA Credit Union, Starcrest Laundry Bins, and Fox Pest Control. 42-0 the final. That'll wrap things up in our coverage here on the Inkspot for Normal Community Football in 2023. First of all, big shout out to BJ Dumas. BJ did a great job for us this year. Missed him certainly today with the color analysis. Zach, great working with you in the football season. Zach just did an outstanding job. Your first time